My name is Monica, and this is a docu-series about my life, the making of me. It was supposed to have been 12 videos, but it's going to be just a 12-day video docu-series. And I want to explain some things to you before taking you through the next door or to the next door. I have just become so emotional and just so grateful to God today. That's why I look like I've been crying, because I have my life. Thank you, God. My life has been so rich. Thank you, God, for the sun. When I think about the pillars, these first 3 days are about how I came here, how I got here. So I want to tell you, remember your purpose here on earth. I didn't know my great-grandparents, but my grandparents. I'm going to have to sit this phone down. Oh my goodness. God keeps giving me things to write, or keeps giving me things, so I have to keep my paper and my pen. Hope you can see me. Believe me, I'm working at the same time I'm making these videos. I had a little water that I need to clean up, and I made this right here to put my rug, one of my big rugs on to dry. I'm in my garden, and I'm still going to try to make a video every single day showing you how to make something. Yesterday was how to make a memory, and today it's going to be about a wash machine. But anyway, let me turn this up a little bit. So my grandmother's, thank you, God, somehow, some way, my grandmothers, they became my friends. There's something special. Oh God, thank you, God. There's something special about a bond between grandparents and grandchildren. Honey, I look at my mama and with my children, and all the rules that she had for me, they kind of fly out the window when you have grandchildren. And as I said, that I am a bridge. I'm a bridge. Ooh, excuse me. I think about my grandchildren. I have to raise my hands and thank God what they mean to me. How I love them so, and how they love me so. And they are, yes, I am their grandmother, but I am their friends also. And my grandmother, Maxine, I forgot to tell you a funny story. So with every door I take you through, it represents a person or people that have been the pillars of my life and have helped shape me into who I am. A funny story about my grandmother, Maxine. Ooh, I told you that my grandmother loved the gift of sex, okay? And I'm just keeping it real. God created sex. He created sex. It's a beautiful thing. Most men will tell you. Oh, honey, my grandmother. If I could get it out, honey. My grandmother Maxine, I don't know what happened to her in her young life. She was endowed. My grandmother was endowed. Honey, she had enough boobs. She took boobs up for the next 3 generations. That's why I'm not complaining about my bee stings, honey. But my grandmother had watermelons, okay? And maybe she developed at a young age, honey. And I don't know if someone ever took advantage of her. I don't know. But my grandmother, these rocks in this garden, they kind of, and the wind blowing today kind of remind me of my grandmother's life. My grandmother had turbulence, a lot of turbulence in her life, but she loved men. She loved sex, let me put it that way. And even when she was in the nursing home, my grandmother, neither one of my grandmothers hardly ever, matter of fact, I never saw, well, I may have seen my grandmother Maxine in pants one time, maybe once or twice, but my grandmothers wore dresses and skirts all the time. But in this nursing home, honey, she had a condom, okay? Not only did my grandmother have a condom, honey, but she found a man to marry in the nursing home. She was talking about getting married and having a wedding in the nursing home. I think that man's family talked him out of it because my grandmother sure talked him into it, okay? But she had a condom one day, and I was going through her stuff with her and trying to find something for her. I don't know if it was makeup or an outfit. And she would still dress up every single day. She put on clothes. She put on her makeup. The cover photo about Maxine's garden was a little, M is for Monica and M is for Maxine. When I think about it, I just thought about it today and it made me cry. I never thought about it, that my name begins with an M, and so did my grandmother's. But she gave me that statue. It's actually not a statue, it's a jewelry holder, and maybe it reminded her of me. I'm actually shaped like my paternal grandmother, Viola, which I will explain to you a little bit more about her in a few minutes. But my grandmother, Maxine, had a condom in her stuff, and I said, Granny, what are you doing what you gonna do with this? You know, because at that point honey, at that point she couldn't walk. She had stopped walking before she got in the nursing home. She was fine, but I guess sometimes going to those places, you don't exercise as much, and you know, if you don't use what you have, sometimes you lose the ability. And so she found it hard to walk, and she was in a wheelchair a lot. And she still wanted to have her own apartment. She made up all kind of reasons. I said, Granny, you can barely get around. How you gonna get to the grocery store? Oh, I'll get there. She made up all kind of things that she would be able to do. But she wanted to move out of that nursing home, and she had this little condom, honey. And I said, what are you gonna do with this? And my nickname is Peppy, and she called me Pep. My other grandmother called me Pep and Peppo, and something my dad named me was Peppy. A lot of my childhood friends know me. That's another story. As Peppy. Happy. I was always happy. Still am. Happy Pappy. And if my hair was nappy, they say snappy, happy Pappy. Oh, anyway, anyway, listen. So I told my grandmother, said, you can't. What you gonna do with this? I said something about whoever she was planning on using it with, them falling out of bed. Oh my goodness, my video's about to end. Them needing help getting out of bed. Anyway, I'm sorry, this video's about to end. I hope you can hear it. I have the camera, my microphone all the way in the dirt. I don't know if you could even hear me, but this video's about to end. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my foundation. So I'm gonna come back with another video.